We are giving away all of these 16 prizes here to celebrate the World Championship, including a signed photo from Raymond van Barneveld and Phil Taylor, which includes a match used art. Just head over to our Twitter, link in the description, to see our pinned tweet for full details, and don't forget to comment and subscribe.
Gerwyn, many congratulations. A dominant straight set win there to kick off your campaign. How would you assess your performance tonight?
Yeah, I thought I started off really well. 180 first leg, first pitch, so yeah, sort of got the jitters out, and yeah, I thought I played pretty decent. Slipped up a little bit towards the end, obviously missing a couple of doubles, but yeah, last leg decided in the third set. I played really well and thankfully took a double. So yeah, it was a decent performance, but you know, there's plenty more in the tank.
You mentioned that last leg there, a 12 darters win. Does that just illustrate that your game and your mentality is in a really good place at the moment?
Yeah, I know I'm playing really well. It's just people are playing really well against me, and you know, no disrespect to Connor, he didn't play his A game today. He wasn't great, but you know, I don't mind that in the first round. I'm happy to get through, enjoy Christmas, and come back, you know, hopefully a little bit better and refreshed.
And 2023 has been a really positive year for you. Won 6 ranking titles, the World Cup win. Do you feel like you're playing some of your best darts since you won the title here 3 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the World Cup win. I lost in the Premier League final. I lost in the Grand Prix final. And yeah, it's been a decent year for me, even though I haven't won a big major. I've played really well, and obviously lost against Gary in the Grand Slam. He played really well as well. So, you know, I know my game's in a good place. You just need a little bit of rub of the green now and again, and a little bit of luck. And yeah, I haven't used it yet, so hopefully I might need that in this tournament. And you know, I'm playing well, so fingers crossed I can go all the way.
And we don't know your third round opponent yet, but that's you done until Christmas. So looking forward to heading home and spending some time with the family? Yeah, definitely.
You know, the first round's always really tough, and you don't want to go home bombed out and, you know, all moany all over Christmas and not enjoying it. So yeah, I'm glad I've won this game. I can go home. I'll probably end up cooking Christmas dinner now. So yeah, I'm happy. I'll be back after Christmas and hopefully playing a little bit better.
Thanks, Gerwyn. Well done.
No worries.
Gerwyn, congratulations. You touched there about your game being in a really good place, but you elite players are judged on trophies. So is there a element of disappointment that you haven't got a single title this year?
No. I mean, if I go and win the World Championship, I mean, I'm sure Luke Humphries will agree. If he's won the last 3, and he would certainly trade in those 3 for this big one. So yeah, if I go and win this, then you know, I've been in 3 major finals, the World Cup final, I'm on that as well. So yeah, it's not a bad year. Just like you said, unfortunately I haven't picked up any trophies, but what better way to end the year, and I'm picking up the biggest one of all.
You touched on your sky in the few days. You were expecting dogs abuse from the crowd, but you didn't get it. Was that a nice surprise?
Yeah, but I was playing pretty well. I was 3-0 first 2 sets. I mean, if it's 2-all, you never know what's going to happen. But yeah, the crowd's been brilliant with me all year, and like I said, I was a bit anxious, a bit nervous. I never really nervous going on stage, but yeah, today I was, and I'm thankful they were pretty good to me. But nothing says that if it don't go really close that they're going to be on my back, and I expect that. But you know, it's I'm just thankful they were pretty good today.
We saw on your social media as well that you were watching the darts at home. Did you watch Connor's first round game, and were you expecting a better version of him?
I actually wasn't. I was in the Coffe working, so yeah, I watched obviously the Friday night Michael Smith. I thought he played really well. So it was some of the games in the afternoon I was working, so I didn't manage to watch that game.
Making teas and coffees.
Well, no, I was just signing a few things, and no, it's mad. I was the coffee's not been too good the last couple of months, so I done a little post, sort of a couple of people to turn up. I turn up at 10:15 and there's a queue like right up the street, and I'm like, oh, I should have been here an hour earlier, but no, fair play. They've started to support the coffee, and yeah, it's going to be shut in 3 months, so it doesn't matter.
Congratulations.
No worries.
Gerwyn, you said there you were a little bit anxious going to that. Was that down to sort of the reception you thought you might get, or?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you've seen the way the reception I've got over the years, it's not been great. So I'm a little bit anxious, a bit nervous going on stage, and yeah, the whole year it's been good to me. But it's not the same crowd, it's not the same fans that come and watch at Alexandra Palace. So I was a little bit anxious going on stage, but you know, I thought they were pretty good.
Do you feel that starts to turn around when you're playing well? They get more on your side when you're hitting the 180s and the big checkouts and playing well like you did tonight?
Yeah, when there's a big gap in the game and it's not so close, and yeah, but when it's really tight games, obviously the crowd are going to get involved. So I expect that now and again, but hopefully not too much.
Luke Humphries was the favourite for this tournament heading into the tournament. Do you believe he was the rightful favourite for the World Championship?
100%. I mean, he's been playing well for the last 3 tournaments, won 3 majors in a row. I mean, if he's not favourite, then there's something wrong. I mean, he's been playing fantastic. I'm not sure he should have won the Players' Championship finals, but you know, if people miss doubles, that's what's going to happen. But yeah, 100%, he's the favourite for this tournament. He didn't play his best darts in the first round, but is always, you know, getting through that first round and coming back after Christmas, and I'm sure he'll be firing. So yeah, he's the man to beat.
Thank you.
Nice.
Gerwyn, obviously it's a couple of years since you've won. Does it irk you a little bit that people are talking about Luke and Van Gogh again and Anderson again? Does it think, you know what, I want that thrown back again, or show what I'm made of?
No, I think sometimes when people are talking about you all the time, is that added pressure, and you know, especially when I'd won behind closed doors and came back in 2021 going into 2022, you know, there's added pressure. So, you know, sometimes when you're under the radar a little bit, you can be a bit of a surprise and start to win. So, yeah, it can work both ways.
Gerwyn, you've mentioned in the past that 2021 World Championship didn't feel like a real World Championship with it being behind closed doors. How special would it be to lift the trophy in a packed Alexandra Palace?
Yeah, obviously I'd love to lift it again, and obviously with the crowd here, and not just the crowd, just family, friends, and you know, to be able to win the trophy again, take it home and parade it a little bit, because it was just sat on my kitchen table for 6 months, and I was like, yeah, you may as well have it back. It's just gathering dust, like. But yes, it didn't feel as special as what I thought it would, but you know, nothing saying if I don't win it again, then it'll feel a little bit better.
And we've seen that you've got a dartboard up in the cafe, and you've spoken about your man cave. How good is it to have an environment that you're comfortable practicing in? Does that help your game?
Well, I haven't been practicing in the cafe. I've been practicing in the house. But yeah, it's been people coming back and forth, having challenges in the cafe, which has been good. But yeah, it's good to have a board back up in my kitchen, and you know, it's just keeping darts in your hand, and sometimes just having 20 minutes here and there is probably better than having 3 hours on the board in a big block. So yeah, and I think that's been a problem in the last 6 months. I've sort of made a man cave where I don't want to be down there on my own, and I haven't practiced as much as I should. So now that I've altered that and put a board up in my kitchen, darts in my hand a little bit more, so it's good.
And there's only 2 tournaments on the calendar with set play, the World Grand Prix and this one. You made the final of the World Grand Prix. Now, I know that you've said in the past you're not a big fan of set play. So what's a different dynamic when you're playing a tournament like that?
I just think you have to be on your game a little bit more. I mean, if it's set format and it's first to 5, then it's not so bad. But it's, you know, you're first to 3. If you haven't got a throw and it's one break, you're up against it. You know, you're 2-0 down before you know it. So, yeah, I think this sort of format in the World Championship, even though some majority of the time the cream sort of rises, is a little bit of a leveler, I think.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Gerwyn, that was a quick game. Do you play at your best at that kind of pace, and how do you adjust in games where the pace changes?
Yes, Connor's not a slow player. He's a pretty quick player. Just gets on with it, and yes, whenever people play like that, it's good to have a little bit of rhythm. But yeah, if someone's slow, you just try and adjust and deal with it best you can. But yeah, until you're in that situation, it's hard to describe, really.
Any changes to your darts from last year?
I don't think I've changed my darts for like 6, 7, 8, 9 years. So no, I've tried to tinker a little bit, but every time it comes to a tournament, I go back to what I know.
Thank you very much.